Brotherhood in Islam did not come gently. It arrived carrying wounds. It was forged where hunger slept beside faith, where fear learned to kneel. They did not gather for comfort. They gathered for truth. When the call was whispered, they answered with their lives. Abu Bakr walked ahead of danger, placing his body between love and harm. He emptied his wealth until generosity had nothing left to take, yet his heart stayed full of love for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Umar carried fire in his chest and pain in his past, yet discipline taught his strength, mercy. He wouldn't strike if not for the sake of Allah. He learned that power bows where justice stand upright. Uthman gave in silence, bleed in patience, and endured shame with dignity. Strength wrapped in modesty, Ali karamallahu wajha stood where blades gathered, sleeping in danger so truth could live. They were youth carrying courage older than fear. Bilal's back met cruelty, yet his voice rose free, pain broken by purpose. Every lash struck his body but never reached his belief. Yet he said, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Umar was pressed between earth and torment, learning that faith breathed even under weight. Sumayya stood still in agony, teaching the world that dignity can outlive violence. Brotherhood in Islam did not come gently. It arrived carrying wounds. It was forged where hunger slept beside faith. They were mocked. They were starved. They were isolated. Families turned away, tribes sharpened hatred. The night grew longer, yet they shared crumbs like feast and hope like inheritance. They migrated not with luggages, but with love staged to memory. Homes left behind, comfort left unanswered. Brotherhood in Islam did not come gentle. It arrived carrying wounds. It was forged where hunger slept beside faith. In Medina, they learned to rebuild themselves, pairing hearts when hands were empty. Brotherhood meant sharing tears before sharing bread. At night, they stood in prayer until weakness trembled. By day, they stood in defense until courage answered. They guarded Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with their chest because love volunteered for pain. Brotherhood in Islam did not come gently. It arrived carrying wound. It was forged where hunger slept beside faith. At Badr, numbers mocked them, yet conviction stood firm. At Uhud, loss taught humility and mistake carved wisdom. At the trench, cold bites their hands, hunger bent their back, yet resolve refused to break. They buried Matthias with trembling hands. They stood again, because grief did not weaken them. It purified them. When victory arrived, they did not boast, they bowed low. When correction came, they accepted it without pride. Their strength was not perfection, it was sincerity under pressure, walking lessons of endurance for the love of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.